Hey YouTube, if you can't tell, it's kind of a boring day since it's raining outside. Doing a lot of gun reviews, or gun talking, or whatever you want to call it. But this by far is probably my favorite, most fun to shoot gun. It is the Springfield Armory XD 9mm stainless steel slide Trigicon night sights. You got 16 round mags there. Whoops. Some 16 round mags. I've got 4 of them, and they are loaded, and I'll explain why. I did take the round that was in the chamber out to make the video. I'll show you empty chamber. No magazine in. We're safe. But the reason I'm doing the video, one, I love the Springfield Armory XD9. The other reason is preparation. As we've had so many, attacks on certain things around the country and problems, it's called you never know when the proverbial crap hits the fan kind of thing. You want to be prepared. It's kind of like the old Boy Scout motto, always be prepared. But when you stop and think about it, not everybody is prepared, or is able to financially or whatever. But you can do as much as you can afford to do with what you have. And why I'm making the video is, one, I thought I'd show you the Springfield Armory XD 9mm with Trigicon night sights. Sweet shooting gun. Love it. Firing pin indicator. It has a loaded chamber indicator on top. If it's dark, you can run your hand over the top and make sure that you have a round in the chamber. Just stick your thumb back up there and make sure you've got it cocked. It has a backstrap safety. I know a lot of people don't like them. I, for one, do. It's not a whole lot different than shooting a 1911. I do like the safety feature of the trigger in the trigger guard there. I had a Savage bolt action rifle with the adjustable trigger and the little, I can't remember what you call it now, but loved it. Super sharp little rifle and accurate right out of the box. But this review is not about that Savage rifle. Sweet shooting gun. I've probably got 3, 4, 500 rounds through it, maybe. I've shot a lot. Never a failure to feed. No malfunctions whatsoever. It's got one of the sweetest, to me, factory triggers. I mean, it's got a little bit of take up right there, and then you're there. I mean, it's just I don't have my backstrap safety, or it would have went off, but it's just a ambidextrous magazine release, slide lock, easy takedown. Flip the lever up, and just pull the slide right off the front. But you have to be squeezing the trigger when you do it. Nice pistol. This one was kind of the top of the line of their XDs. I think I'd always wanted one of the black and olive OD green, but I saw this one. It was a little higher because of the Trigicon, and I saw the stainless steel slide. But sweet shooting gun, man, oh man. Some people don't like it. I love it. I'm not a big Glock fan. I did buy a Glock once. Got it at home, played with it for a while. I never made it to the range with it. Turned around the next day, went to a gun shop and found this Springfield Armory. I traded the Glock in and got this. Not saying they're not good guns. I mean, they've been around for a long time. They have a reputation. I personally just prefer the Springfield Armory over the Glock. I have a friend of mine that's very big Glock fan. I mean, he loves his Glocks. He's got several, and loves to shoot them. and slowly customizes them the way he wants. To me, the nice thing about this one was I didn't have to do anything. There's not anything left to do. To me, I mean, that's my personal opinion. I like the trigger. I like the night sights. There's just nothing else for me to do. This is the 4-inch service model. They come in different sizes and shapes and capacities. This was my first polymer frame gun, and so far I really like it. I've had the car and the Springfield both in polymer, but really enjoy the Springfield Armory and the shootability or reliability. I wouldn't have any hesitations whatsoever with this gun, ever. It's never let me down at the range, and so I know I don't think it would let me down at all. Sweet shooter. But back to the prepping. I wouldn't say prepping, but to always be prepared. I went to Walmart here a while back. They had a really cool desert camo digital print backpack. I tried to find one that had lots of pockets. I mean, we've got a big back pocket. It had a water bladder inside it that you can put in the back of it there. I use it for like maps or whatever you want to use it for. It's just a big, nice, flat pouch. But I started thinking, what do we want to put in here? I mean, I'm going to got some gun lube, oil. I've got some jeweler screwdrivers. You might want to put a spark igniter to build a campfire. I mean, this is one of those things, it's prepare for anything. Whether you're maybe a small first aid kit, throw it in your vehicle, carry it with you all the time. If you're allowed to take a gun to work, which most places don't, take it with you if you can. I do. I throw it in my pickup. I throw it in my big truck when I'm driving. I've got that, and I've got my Springfield Armory 4 loaded 16-round magazines with one in the chamber. I mean, that's pretty good firepower right off to get you started if something really bad was going down. I've got it's not an Uncle Mike's, it's just a knockoff, no-name brand little holster that fits it well. Holds 1 mag, 2 in the mag pouch there. I keep the loader for my magazine, some twine, several different kinds. This is real small. It kind of reminds me of paracord, but it's smaller. A pair of binoculars. This is some reflective twist ties. You can, if you think you might get lost or something, or you need to mark your trail, kind of dropping off out of the middle of nowhere, you take these, wrap them around a tree limb or down by the ground on some sticks or weeds, and at night you can see them with a flashlight. Very reflective, just like a stop sign. Anything that you think that you might need to, if you had to drop off kind of out of sight. If something, it's better to run and hide and live for another day. This is a nice big compartment. I can carry several boxes of extra ammo and my gun and my magazines. It's got several pouches inside of it. Pretty handy. And it opens up really big. It's got adjustable straps on the side. You can pack this thing pretty full. In this last compartment here, what I've done was, I mean, it's kind of a bad case scenario type bag. A lot of people call them a bug out bag, but it's a last ditch effort to save your butt bag. I've got a hunting knife. I've got a tree limb saw knife. I've got full camo hat, gloves, pants, shirt. You want to carry a long sleeve and a short sleeve, but preferably long. Maybe an extra change of socks, whatever you might need to get you through for a day or so. I've got another small little zipper pouch right in the bottom. I carry some pocket knives. It's just, you pack it for what you think you might need in different scenarios. I mean, if we lose power and cell phone service, EMP, electromagnetic pulse, is detonated above the United States, and we lose power, we lose our automobile, we lose cell phones, we lose everything that we depend on every day. We take them for granted. What are you going to do? You can't call home and talk to your wife, your kids, your mom and dad, brother, sister. It's gone. You are on your own, and you're going to have to be dependent on yourself, self-reliant. It's going to be one of those chaotic, tough times where people are going to be panic, and you need to stay calm, be ready, know what you're going to do. I mean, I don't know what I'm really going to do. It's just each situation's different. But in the grand scheme of it all, you want to be a little bit prepared for something, anything. Carry some water bottles in your vehicle. You have some water. Maybe put some of those granola bars or something in here, and rotate them out. Eat them, put some new ones in. Put a little bit of food, jerky, beef jerky or something like that. You get your protein, vitamins, minerals, stuff like that. I mean, I think everybody should get some sort of backpack or bug out bag, and they can call it whatever they want. Have survival, first aid, water, a little bit of food, clothes, something to keep you sufficient and maintained for a little while until you can get to or figure out what you're going to do. And I know how chaotic it might be, and how people can get all kinds of crazy if the grocery store shut down. People are going to be actually searching and hunting for food. If you have some, they're going to try to take it, and that's what this right here is for, or your shotgun or whatever you've got available. This is just a portable version to protect you until you can get home. Then whatever you got at home, you can set up. Hopefully you've got family members, neighbors. You can take turns helping each other out. Get a neighborhood meeting so you can see who's got what, and help protect each other. If you got a generator, run it. If people don't, get them to bring their refrigerators, freezers, whatever they've got, their food supply to you. Plug them in, keep them running, take turns maintaining it, checking the fuel, oil levels on it. Your strength is in numbers. You've got to be able to depend on people and friends and neighbors. Be leery of people that you don't know, and set up watches and perimeter watch security all day and night if need be, until something or someone comes to render aid and assistance of some kind. It's one of those you never know kind of stories, but you want to be a little prepared. I mean, it's not about the super preppers that have a underground dugout bunker with several years of food. I mean, if you want to do that, that's great. I kind of wish I could, sort of, in a way. But it's just up to the individual to decide how far that they want to take it. Do you want to go whole hog, all out, and have that kind of preparedness? That's great. If you don't, start small. I mean, if you can't afford it, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to get started and set things aside for a bad day or rainy day, canned food, whatever. But like the old Boy Scouts say, be prepared, be ready for anything. There was, and I haven't looked to see if he's still on there. I know there was some things going on in his life. He used to go by the handle of the Maine Prepper. Really nice guy. Used to love to watch his videos. Had lots of good information. Would have loved to have met him and talked to him, but he sure got my wheels in motion in my brain to think ahead and be prepared and plan ahead, because you don't know. I mean, it's in this day and age, you just don't know. There are still a lot of good people in the world, but when it's all said and done, you're still the one that's responsible for you. And so I do my little bug out bag or preparedness bag or whatever you'd like to call it, and it makes you feel better. It makes me feel better. I know that right behind the seat there in the back seat of my pickup, I've got supplies. If something happens, I get stranded, flat tire, broke down, I've got something to munch on, maybe some water to drink. It might be warm, but at least it's something to drink. I've got something. I'm not worried. And that's kind of the whole thing, is to take some of the worry and the fear out of what might happen. Be calm. You will survive and last a lot better being calm. You can't run around with it, like a chicken with their head cut off and expect something to happen and get things done. It's just not going to happen. So, it's just food for thought. We live in a strange time in history, and I never imagined would even have to have anything like this. I know back in the 50s when they were building bomb shelters and things like that, that to them that was a real world threat of the Cold War, nuclear weapons. It was a scary time for them, and we kind of have some of our own fears now, but like I said, the whole thing is to kind of be prepared, try to be ready. I mean, for something or anything, do what you can, and hopefully this will give you some ideas, if that's what you want to do, to get you a preparedness bag, bug out bag, or whatever you want to call it. Encourage everyone to get their concealed carry permit. I mean, that's a very good thing. I would rather have concealed than open carry. I know that's a big issue right now. There's good things about both, but the concealed carry outweighs the open carry to me any day. So just be safe, practice. I don't remember growing up, we never have a fire drill, but that didn't mean we didn't know what to do. But common sense goes a long ways. So try to be ready. That's all I can say. Plan for the bad, whatever you can think of, and try to plan for it. Have some sort of plan of attack or what you'll do. Like I said, we live in a strange time in history right now, so I mean, it's just one of those things that nobody likes to talk about, yet it's there. So from Gunflash 68, have a good day, be ready, be safe, and have fun.